Nature always holds the unpredictable. Each piece of footage captures a real-life moment, revealing the world's power, strangeness, and surprises. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on amazing new moments, updated daily. In southeastern Colorado, lightning might spark a fire, but strong winds are what cause it to spread rapidly. When a thunderstorm rolls into Valladolid, leaving open areas to seek shelter is the safer choice. Is it peaceful, and is the weather nice where you live today?
Fire, mate, look after yourself. Wow. Yeah, right in front of me. Right in front of me.
Even sleeping pigs couldn't stay calm when a violent lightning bolt suddenly tore through the night. At Coolangatta, the sea was calm until a sudden gust of wind completely transformed the scene. Prolonged rain destabilizes the soil, which is why slopes can suddenly slide down onto the road. In San Mateo de Huanchor, falling rocks serve as a reminder that dangers on mountain roads can sometimes come from out of sight. In an enclosed space, a small flame can quickly turn a bit of mischief into an uncontrollable incident. When large animals clash, it is better to keep your distance, as their movements can change unexpectedly. The monkey found an intriguing object, but the result wasn't quite the reward it had hoped for. This is why seatbelts are crucial. A single turn can turn a passenger into an uncontrolled projectile. When hard braking exceeds tire grip, the vehicle may skid instead of stopping as the driver intended. Confusing the gas and brake pedals turned the clinic into a scene of chaos, though fortunately, no one was seriously injured. Wow! If you found this moment interesting, don't forget to hit the like button. At Warina Cove, tiny organisms turned the water into a natural light show after nightfall. During a storm, overhead power lines can attract lightning, creating dangerous hazards right next to traffic areas. In Largo, When nature overwhelms a structure, even a house ceases to be a safe haven. They had barely exchanged their vows when a hailstorm turned the wedding into a chaotic scramble for shelter. The cliffs surrounding the old quarry lake can become unstable without warning, making the water below unsafe as well. A seemingly sturdy structure can still collapse unexpectedly, so safety checks are essential before a crowd gathers underneath. Have you ever broken something while trying to assemble it? Tell us all about it. A single moment of carelessness is all it takes to turn an intersection in La Plata into an unplanned stop. In this instance, it seemed divine providence was watching over the young man, as a corrugated metal roof below unexpectedly served as a life-saving cushion. Off the coast of Alaska, this crowd of sea lions seems completely unconcerned with the researchers' schedule. Even horses accustomed to the environment struggle to stay calm when a sudden dust devil sweeps through. Rescue operations require more than just pulling power. An incorrect angle of pull can actually make the situation worse. In an emergency, a quick-thinking response transformed an agricultural drone into an ideal rescue vehicle. Floodwaters are more powerful than they appear. The undercurrent can sweep away your footing in an instant. When an engine fails in mid-air, finding a safe enough clearing for a landing can be the most critical decision of all. A magnitude 7.1 earthquake turned a fun boat outing in Xochimilco into an unforgettable experience. During an earthquake, staying calm and knowing where to find safety can be more important than reacting in a panic. Prolonged heavy rain destabilized the hillside before a sudden landslide of earth and rock came crashing down. Standing near a spot recently struck by lightning can still be dangerous, even if the bolt did not make direct contact with your body. Fortunately, a last-second swerve allowed the truck to avoid a head-on collision with a container truck. Bringing a source of ignition close to fuel is the quickest way to turn a vehicle repair job into a disaster. In your opinion, how should dangerous behavior like riding three to a bike be penalized to serve as an effective deterrent?
Look at the deer.
In a flooded park in Springfield, 4 deer appeared to be lining up to find their way home.
They're swimming.
Bubbles constantly rising to the surface indicate that heat and gases from deep underground are still finding their way out. On the afternoon of August 20th, 2026, in Bak Khan, a hillside suddenly collapsed, demonstrating how water-saturated soil can remain unstable. In Muang Tip, a massive rock suddenly broke away from the cliff face on the morning of August 8, 2026, showing that road hazards can come from above. Even the crews inspecting a landslide site can face danger as rocks and debris continue to fall. When a utility pole sparks, keeping your distance and avoiding the area directly beneath it is the simplest way to reduce the risk of electric shock. On muddy terrain, a single misstep is enough to turn an off-road excursion into an uncontrollable situation. Running a red light at high speed not only endangers the driver but also turns other motorists into unsuspecting victims. One vehicle turns around, another fails to slow down, and the gap between these two decisions quickly closes into a collision. Tensing the Rhino weighs about 3,840 pounds. Before knowing the answer, how much did you guess it weighed? This bear clearly didn't read the no entry sign, but faced with a bag full of unfamiliar scents, curiosity won out. For zookeepers, every weigh-in matters. Even minor changes can be crucial indicators of health. In a rapidly rising flood, abandoning your vehicle and helping others reach safety may be the most critical decision you make. If a robot can run, jump, and react this quickly, what task would you most like to see it perform? A vehicle weighing tens of tons can still be threatened by the current, but this time, the driver was lucky enough to make it to the opposite bank. Landslides often do not begin with a massive collapse. Sometimes, the soil and rock have long been unstable before the entire slope section gives way. A powerful earthquake in Glan, Sarangani, Philippines, on June 8, 2026, demonstrated that the ground can shake with almost no warning.
Tranquilo, tranquilidad. Uy, parce.
An earthquake does not necessarily have to occur right beneath your feet. Seismic waves can carry vibrations far from the epicenter. Even penguin chicks must learn step by step before truly mastering the water. Just a few seconds of assistance removed the hook, allowing the stingray to swim away freely. The current not only washes away surface material, but also silently hollows out the ground beneath a structure. If a lamppost were to topple right in front of your vehicle, what would your immediate reaction be? A miss by just a few meters can sometimes mark the difference between an accident and a narrow escape. On the road, a hasty decision can sometimes leave the driver behind with insufficient time to react. A single lane change made without checking surroundings can drag multiple vehicles into the same incident.
Allegheny County. I am on FM4 north, just north of Worth Ranch.
In Miami-Dade, Florida, helicopters were deployed to contain the blaze as flames approached a residential area. Sometimes, an entire neighborhood has to make way for the residents with the loudest voices. Spotting a Chilean devil ray off the coast of New York is considered an extremely rare occurrence. On August 20th, 2026, heavy overnight rain caused flooding in areas around Lake Loramie, Ohio. Massive boulders on mountainsides can become particularly dangerous after heavy rainfall. On July 24, 2025, smoke from the Gironde wildfires blanketed the sky over Lacanau, France. On August 10, 2026, a magnitude 7.4 earthquake violently shook the Pereira region of Colombia.
Oh, defeated.
In your opinion, who is the true master of the farm in this standoff?
Beat the sheep. Hey, come. Oi. Stop it.
Amidst the California heat, this uninvited guest seems to have found the perfect way to cool off. In Oregon, snow blankets the landscape near Grants Pass as a winter storm continues to impact the region. A snowstorm has blanketed Lubec, Maine, the easternmost town in the contiguous United States. Amidst a rare snowstorm, New Orleans officers turned an unusual moment into a fun, relaxing break with their colleagues. Maintaining balance is hard enough, but performing multiple skills simultaneously demonstrates incredible control. When things move with such speed and precision, the eye sometimes struggles to distinguish between skill and illusion. For those living in makeshift shelters, a storm can sweep away their only refuge from the elements. On July 8th, the water level of the Rio Ruidoso reached 20.24 feet, potentially the highest level ever recorded. A magnitude 7.1 earthquake forced residents in Kumamoto to evacuate a shopping mall. A powerful earthquake caused violent shaking across the Kumamoto region. More than just a trip, this is a special moment of bonding between a person and their pet. In the Texas heat, a log suddenly becomes a favorite toy for a young elephant. Water-saturated soil can cause even large trees to topple without the need for strong winds.
There's a massive branch off this tree.
How strong do you think the wind has to be to flip over an SUV? Sometimes, you might drive past warning signs only to realize that turning back was the right choice. Flash floods strike so rapidly that there is little time for anyone to react. Facing rushing waters, turning back is always a safer choice than trying to press on. When the ground is fully saturated, danger can persist even after the storm has passed. Amidst the festive season, this little visitor seems to be looking for nothing more than a warm place to spend the night. A love for birds and a passion for coffee came together in a gentle idea, making this moment truly special. Floodwaters leave no room for taking chances. A reckless decision can instantly turn into a rescue situation. Amidst the rushing water, a rope opened a safe path back for 3 stranded people. Reflecting on recent moments, nature has once again demonstrated its power, strangeness, and unpredictability. Whether marked by danger or rare beauty, each event leaves behind a lesson worth pondering.